Drink or beverage is a liquid intended for human consumption. In addition to the basic function of satisfying thirst, drinks play important roles in human culture. Common types of drinks include plain drinking water, milk, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, juice, and soft drinks. Here, we are going to elucidate about tea and coffee. Let's grab some coffee or tea has become a stable sentence to ask someone out, to invite a potential business partner to a meeting, and to invite an old friend to catch up. It's so much more than just another habit of ours, as it serves as a ritual we start our days with, bond with those around us, and simply enjoy the present moment. So let's explore about their origin, their production, consumption, and pros and cons.
Tea, one of the preferred beverages in India. It is an aromatic beverage commonly prepared by pouring hot or boiling water over fresh leaves of the Camellia sinensis. After water, tea is the most widely consumed drink in the world. Tea has a stimulating effect in humans, primarily by its caffeine content. Tea was first used for its medicinal properties. The history of tea. The history of tea dates back to ancient China, almost 5,000 years ago. According to a legend, in 2372 BC, the emperor Shen Nung discovered tea. When leaves of the tea blew into his pot of boiling water, he was immediately interested in the pleasant scent of resulting brew and drank some. He sensed as if the liquid was investigating every part of his body. Shen Nung named the brew Cha, means to check or investigate. Cha also symbolized the way tea brought mankind into balance with nature. The tea culture of India. India is the second largest producer of tea in the world after China, including famous Assam tea and Darjeeling tea. Tea is the state drink of Assam. India is the world's largest consumer of tea, consuming nearly 30% of global output. The practice of Ayurveda has resulted in a long-standing tradition of herbal teas. There are many variants in tea, like Darjeeling and Chinese greens. These have a cooling effect, slightly bitter and astringent flavor, while others have vastly different profiles that include sweet, nutty or floral or grassy notes.
Tea is grown in a variety of soils. The best, however, is a light, friable loam with porous subsoil which permits the free percolation of water. For tea is highly intolerant to stagnant water. In general, the most suitable soils are slightly acidic and without calcium. The presence of iron in subsoil is desirable. On a sloping land, which is more suitable for tea, soil erosion is often a problem. It is combated by planting tea bushes and lines along the contours. Climatically, tea belongs to the monsoon lands where high temperatures, long growing season and heavy rainfall help the growth of tea plants. A temperature of 21 degrees Celsius during the growing season of not less than 8 months is ideal. Warm summers and frequent rains promote rapid leaf reproduction and increase the number of annual pickings. During the cool season, example in China and Japan, tea bushes lie dormant and there is no picking, but where growth is not restricted by a distinct season. As in Sri Lanka, picking can be carried out all the year round. In India and Bangladesh, the highest yields are obtained from June to September when the weather is hot and rainy. But the best quality tea is derived from the earlier and later pickings when the climate is cooler and drier. Almost all the commercially managed tea plantations are located in the islands and on hill slopes where the natural drainage is good. Tea cannot tolerate stagnant water and waterlogged lowlands are thus least suited to tea cultivation. Almost all the black tea that enters the industrial trade comes from island districts. Different grades of tea are obtained at varying altitudes. Examples: low grade, low grown tea from tea grown below 610 meters, intermediate grade, medium grown tea from altitudes of 610 to 1200 meters, while the best quality high ground tea comes from estates located at 1220 meters and above. When a tea plant reaches the age of 3, it is generally considered that the plant is mature enough and harvesting would begin and continue for many years. It is only when a plant begins to flush, picking is started at the right time while assuring that the leaves are large enough yet not very old. Always the two leaves and the buds are being picked to make the best black teas and green teas. The bud alone, known as a silver tip, is picked to make very special teas like white tea, one of those rarest teas in the world. Tea is handpicked mainly because it preserves the quality and freshness of tea. Today, most countries use machines to harvest tea, which is actually reducing the quality of tea. Withering refers to the removal of moisture from the tea leaf. During this process, the turgid leaf becomes flaccid. Fixing. Fixing refers to the process by which enzymatic browning of the wilted leaves is controlled through the application of heat. Oxidation. Oxidation is the process through which tea leaves are exposed to the air in order to dry and darken, contributing to the flavor, aroma, and strength of different teas. Rolling. Rolling twists and breaks the leaf to release the natural juices. This action activates enzymes that help to initiate fermentation. Drying. Drying is done to dry the leaf, making itself stable and to enhance the flavor.
Types of tea and consumption. Tea is a refreshing and aromatic drink made steeping the leaves of Camellia sinensis in hot water. There are a vast varieties of tea in world, in which some of them are black tea. Black tea is the most common type of tea, accounting for up to 85% of total tea consumption in the Western world. Oolong tea. Oolong tea is semi-oxidized, so the leaf is allowed to sit for maybe 2 to 4 hours before being heated up to halt oxidization. White tea. White tea is the least processed of all teas. Only the unopened buds and young leaves covered in silver fuzz are used, and they are merely withered and dried. Uher tea is a special type of tea that comes from the Yunnan province of China and is known for its earthy flavor. It is made out of tea plucked from wild tea trees rather than cultivated bushes. Dark tea. Dark tea is from Hunan and Sichuan provinces of China and is an aged tea that steeps up smooth with a natural sweet note. Dark tea are often compressed into shapes, most commonly cakes or bricks. Herbal tea. Herbal tea is a catch-all term for most any tea that doesn't consist of tea plant leaves. Instead, an herbal tea is created by steeping spices, herbs, and other plants. Sencha. Sencha is also one of the most popular Japanese teas, but it differs from matcha in that it's served as leaves, not as powder, and grown in sunlight, whereas matcha is grown in shaded areas. Matcha is very different from other teas. Matcha is a little peculiar. You won't find matcha leaves. This green tea comes as stone ground powder and is so beloved in Japan that there's a ceremony centered around how to prepare and serve it. These are some types of tea. Consumption rate. China, Indonesia, India, Vietnam, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, South Korea, Philippines. As you can see, China is in the top level in consuming tea.
Benefits of tea. Tea contains antioxidants. It has less caffeine than coffee. Tea may reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke. It may keep your smile bright. It may boost the immune system. It may help battle the cancer. It may help with weight loss. It may help protect your bones. Herbal tea may soothe the digestive system. Harmful effects of tea. Reduced iron absorption. Tea is a rich source of a class of compounds called tannins. Increased anxiety, stress, and restlessness. Tea leaves naturally contain caffeine. It causes nausea, heartburn, pregnancy complications, headaches, poor sleep, caffeine dependence, and dizziness.
Coffee, the favorite drink of the civilized world, is a brewed drink prepared from roasted coffee beans, the seeds of berries from certain coffee species. When coffee berries turn from green to bright red in color, indicating ripeness, they are picked, processed, and dried. Dried coffee seeds, also referred to as beans, are roasted to varying degrees depending on the desired flavor. Roasted beans are ground and then brewed with near boiling water to produce the beverage known as coffee. Coffee is darkly colored, bitter, slightly acidic, and has a stimulating effect in humans, primarily due to its caffeine content. It is one of the most popular drinks in the world and can be prepared and presented in a variety of ways, for example, espresso, French press, cafe latte, etc. It is usually served hot, although iced coffee is common. The earliest credible evidence of coffee was first discovered in eastern Africa, the highlands of Ethiopia, in the 9th century. Ethiopian shepherd boy named Kaldi awoke one morning to find that his goats were missing. He set out at once to find his herd, and when he did so, he found his goats dancing with an unnatural level of energy. He observed them eating certain wild berries, which were in fact coffee berries. After trying the berries himself, he soon experienced the powerful energy boost these little berries could provide. Coffee was then born. Coffee then spread northward to Egypt and across the Red Sea to Arabia. Egypt helped to expand the cultivation process, and it was in Arabia that coffee beans were first roasted and brewed as they are being today.
Coffee plantation. Soil. Coffee is grown in fertile volcanic red earth or deep sandy loamy soil. It requires a free draining soil with a minimum depth of 1 meter is required. Coffee will not tolerate waterlogging or heavy clayey soil because it causes inadequate amount of water. Soil with rich organic matter and slightly acidic is required. Climate. Coffee plant needs a temperature between 13 to 26 degrees Celsius. It requires both dry and wet season for cultivation. Wind and humidity factors have a negative impact on coffee. Coffee needs shade in its growth phase and sun when it starts to produce its fruits. It requires rainfall between 150 to 250 centimeters. Growth is most rapid during hot, rainy season, and during cool, dry season, berries ripen and ready for picking up. Bright sunshine and warm weather are necessary for harvesting. Topography. Bright sunshine and warm weather are necessary for the harvesting of crops. Coffee is grown on slopes having between 600 to 1800 meters. The suitability of slopes for coffee is because these are well drained and also cooler. Water stagnation is very harmful for coffee plants. Therefore, hill slopes are best suitable for it. Regions. Coffee is mainly grown in Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, forming traditional coffee growing areas. It is also developed in non-traditional areas like Andhra Pradesh and Orissa. Harvesting. Dry weather is necessary at the time of ripening of the berries. In countries north of the equator, harvest occurs from September to March, and south of the equator, harvest occurs from April to August.
Types of coffee and consumption. We have different types of coffee. They are black coffee. Black coffee is simple method coffee, only water and groundnut coffee being used. Latte. Latte is also popular method of preparing coffee. Cappuccino. Cappuccino is a form of tea milk, often cocoa powder or cinnamon powder sprinkled over it. Red eye. Red eye is a kind of pre-rich coffee topped off with shot of exposed. Exposed is Italian origin. A small amount of nearly boiling water with forced pressure exposes prepare, and it was introduced in 1901, and this is a basic method to prepare other types of coffee. Liquor is a coffee made in exposed machine, and it is an Italian method of coffee. Flat white. Flat white coffee is a method of exposed with microfoam. It's a comparable latte but smaller in volume with less foam. Mocho. Mocho is also known as mocha Tito's. It is a chocolate flavored coffee. It is born from the city of Yemen. Resisto. Resisto is a sort of more highly concentrated exposed. Affogato. Affogato is Italian coffee based dessert. Takes the form of scoop of vanilla gelato are drowned with brownie and many other types of coffee. Even iced coffees are available. It's a trending one we have. Iced coffee. Iced coffee is served with milk, cream or sweet. Iced expose. Iced expose is same like the iced coffee, which can be served straight or with cream, milk or sweetener. Exposes are many types like Americanos, Mochos, etc. Cool breed. Cool breed coffees are prepared by steeping coffee bean. It is the trendiest iced coffee brunch. Frappuccino. Frappuccino is a blended iced coffee drink that are topped with whipped cream and syrup. It is famous in Starbucks. Nitro. Nitro is a cool brew coffee charged with nitrogen and ice is infused. Mosogram. Mosogram is a cold and sweetened coffee drink that originated in Alegria. Consumption rate. Coffee is a healthy drink unless it is consumed in a moderate amount. A person in each day can take 4 cups of coffee. Coffee which contain caffeine can cause insomnia, nervousness, restlessness, stomach upset, etc. Other side effects. In India, the South alone consumes 80,538 of total coffee consumed in India, in which Tamil Nadu consumes 36% and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala 31%. India is the largest sixth producer of coffee. 70% of the coffee produced and exported. Coffee effects. Coffee stays warmer about 20% longer when you add cream. Coffee was discovered by goats. 40% of the world coffee is produced in Colombia and Brazil. Coffee was the first food to freeze dye. 1.7 billion cups of coffee are consumed every day. Coffee can help prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. Europeans originally called coffee as Arabian wine. 65% of the coffee is consumed at breakfast. 1 cup of coffee contains an average of 100 mg of caffeine.
Benefits and harms of coffee. Benefits of coffee. Coffee can reduce the risks of heart diseases, liver damages, cancers, and also lower the blood pressure. Caffeine present in coffee can actually enhance the brain function and boost metabolism. It can even make you smarter. Coffee contains antioxidants, that is why it can fight against many diseases. It also makes you alert and also makes you stay active. Harms of coffee. A bad coffee can be toxic. It can cause insomnia, restlessness, and also brings a change in sleeping patterns. Too much of coffee can sometimes lead to jitterness, anxiety, heart palpitations, and even panic attacks. It also can increase stress levels. Having too much of coffee, that is caffeine, can lead to adverse symptoms including death. And caffeine can be addictive. It sometimes can cause indigestions and also migraines or headaches.
Coming together over a cup of tea or coffee as a form of daily ritual is a seemingly universal part of humanity. These cross-cultural similarities of food, drink, tradition, and hospitality are a marvelous reminder of the capacity of humanity's good nature. It is aptly said, if you are cold, tea will warm you. If you are too heated, it will cool you. If you are depressed, it will cheer you. If you are excited, it will calm you.